Right, hello, welcome back to the channel. As you can see today, we have a box containing a Game Boy Color, an original DMG Game Boy, and some cartridges. These were all from the wonders of eBay, and apparently not working. So let's lay all these out. Put the games to one side here. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Color, normal Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. That's not going to plug into any of them. So let's have a quick look on eBay and see what I paid for this wonderful pile of tut. They were the grand total of wow, £95.35. Why did I spend that much money on this? Why? Why did I spend nearly £100? That's stupid. Anyway, description: Game Boy Pocket Color, red, 7 games. Original Game Boy turns on, but screen and sound not work. Game Boy Pocket battery spring loose but works. It's a Game Boy Color, not Pocket. So okay, this one looks manky as all heck, and yeah, that's mullered, but apparently works. So yeah, there's some power there. Let's have a go at Tetris. Right, start button doesn't work, so that needs looking at, because the start button doesn't work. And this one, apparently fires up, but nothing comes on screen and no sound. So yep, well, there's some sound. Nothing's happening with that. I do happen to have one of these to hand. It's not fully working, but yeah, that's not booting up. So right, let's get the batteries out. What do I start with? Do I start with this, or let's start with the Pocket, just because that could be the easier option. Could be, he says. These screws at the top look rather rusty, and that one doesn't want to come out because, yep, rusty. What are the chances we find this is really corroded inside? That's another really rusty screw out. And then yeah, I need to try and get this one out because it is fairly well mullered. Right. How the heck do I get a screw out? without destroying the case. Okay, I'll be back. In typical I haven't got a clue what I'm doing fashion, let's try that. And the answer is no. That hasn't helped one little bit. Suppose I'll try a different bit. Yeah, that's not great, but seems to have come off the plastic, but it's the metal underneath that is the problem. Maybe I shouldn't have started with this one. Right, as we're in, that'll come off there. Right, now obviously that screw is knackered because I've just been drilling away at it. Let's find some kind of plier. See if I can't undo that. are starting to go by hand. There we go. Absolute pain in the backside. Right, that is going in the bin. Now obviously this is really corroded, so let's have a look on the other side, see what could be causing this start button not to work. And I do apologise for all that loud noise from the drill. Not really much I could do about that. Let's see what state this is. Oh wow. Wow, that is some corroded mess. Right, if you look around the buttons there, that's all crap. I'm going to take this screen out. Deal with that in a minute, but first let's get this cleaned up. It's a little wire brush. Yeah, I need to do this on the phone, not on the circuit board. That's not looking great, is it? Not looking great at all. We've got a big old blob of battery leakage there. And that looks like it has properly taken it off. Well, we have lost the actual contact. It's not going to be good, is it? no, we might be in luck. When we are in February now, I am due some slightly better luck. I must be. Let's get the multimeter out and have a check, shall we? So excellent, so that they all work. That one to that one, that one. Might have a problem here. It looks like we've only got it's not grand, is it? And then again here we're going to have you to you, but okay, I'm confused. But it's always better to be confused than totally stumped. Let's give that a clean. Ugh. Ugh. That's disgusting. Oh wow. I really don't want that all over my hands, but it's a bit late for that. just dump all of that lovely corroded battery crap out. Put this in for a minute. Just want to see what we get. I mean, what I think I'm going to need to do is get the vinegar on this to eat away at that corrosion. But the first thing I want to do is see if it does anything. Well, see if it still turns on for starters. Why it doesn't fit back together, I have absolutely no idea. Right. I suppose it could be this slightly knackered shell. I suspect it is that slightly knackered shell. But we're half in. And we've got no power. Because this is useless. Oh, it'd be great if I had a replacement shell or some battery terminals to chuck in there, because I mean obviously that is manky as you like. Right, there's our power. Okay. Buttons actually seem to work as well. Right, they're not the best. They still want cleaning up a lot more. Lots more. But they do work, and that start button does work. So this is semi-good news. We are on the road to bringing it back to life, but as I say, this needs a jolly good vinegar bath, which I can't do here right now because the vinegar's at the house, which I have to go and visit and look at the flood. So yeah, let's pop this out of the case, and I am going to go and get some vinegar and give this a little bath, because we need to clean up these and here and especially here. So I will see you all shortly. Guess who's back? Lovely jubbly. I have spent the evening soaking this in vinegar, along with this side, which, yeah, as you can see, we've scraped a bit of it when we were doing that earlier, but it's looking a lot better. Even that's mostly gone, and well, yeah, those are looking better. So I think the plan will be to put it back together. But should probably do something about this, shouldn't I? Because that's no good. I mean, I probably could have soaked it, but let's not dwell on that. Instead, let's give it a bit of a clean out, and I've already picked up the bag of replacement jobby Watsits. There you go. We're in. So this piece of junk can go in the dustbin. If it had just been corroded and not mangled as well, I may have tried to salvage it, but still. Right. Because if we remember, last time this went together, the buttons were working, but they were, shall we say, a bit on the stiff side. So I want these. Go. I'll probably need to take that back off again in a second anyway, but for now, yeah, I'll do, because I need to do something about this. Tetris, where are you? Oh yeah. Probably helps if I put some charged up batteries in, turn the volume up. Let's see. Left, right works okay. Up, down. This is not going well, but the buttons work fine. I just don't appear to be doing very well at Tetris. Come on. I'm going to lose. Oh well. Right, so it does work. Buttons are all okay now, but obviously I need to do something about this case not fitting, because it's pushing it out there, and that's also manky. So I'm going to find the little drill machine again, and I am going to use this to sand a bit of this away, but I'm going to do that off screen because this is really noisy. Grinded it down a little bit. So let's see if that fits any better, or if it fits worse. No, it does not. I think mostly this is going to have to come out because something has happened to that post. So let's get this screwdriver again. Obviously the front of this got quite a beating when I was trying to drill that screw out. I've not even started on the next one. At least we know Tetris works. Yeah, that also needs just filing down, although it looks like it's melted and probably about to snap off. So who knows, I'll be back in a second. Right, grinded a little bit. Let's swipe that away. What does this look like now when it sits on it? Still looks a little bit iffy. No, that's good. If it actually screws together, that will be fine. But we're going to have to see about that, aren't we? So I did tell you February would be better than January. If anyone's interested, the house is drying out slowly. It's getting better, but still having to keep the heat running constantly, 24 flipping hours a day, which is, shall we say, ridiculous at the prices fuel currently is. You know when you put the wrong screws in? These aren't actually the screws for there. These are the screws for this. You plank. These are the screws for this. did wonder why I'd got an extra screw. And then of course there's this manky rusty one which will go in the far corner. What I should have done overnight was put these screws in some vinegar, but not to worry, they'll go in afterwards. And I do need to find one extra to replace on the back, because obviously we've completely mullered one of them and slung it in the dustbin. But now I need this to go in here. Really need it to go in there, because what I don't have is a replacement shell. But that lovely. Now obviously we need to do something about this, but that will come shortly. Let's get these screws in, or at least some of them. So yeah, where'd those batteries go? Right, okay, after a brief interlude where I had to go and delete some photos off the phone because I'd filled it up, I've decided in the meantime to take that screw back out of here that I just popped in, and I've put them in some vinegar. And yeah, okay, they don't look fantastic yet, but I'm sure after a bit of agitation they will start to look better. Let's find a wee cotton bud. Just hold the flipping thing there. Yeah, they're not going to come up clean. Oh well. I mean, what I can do is leave them in there for a while. But we're mostly sorted with this Game Boy now. So, grab a few bits of that, chuck that in there, and very briefly, let's have a look into this one. Put all those screws out of the way. They're all nice and corrosion free by the looks of it. Pop this straight out. And then I'm going to take this one. I know this one works, but it also has some lines and things on it. So if it does come to life, there will be work required. Yeah, there's the fourth. I don't know, we get sound, but nothing on the screen and no further boot up. Interesting. it's not the screen. We've deduced that, so it could be something on here. Looks like it's been opened before, because that's really loose. Oh, that's why you're not coming out. Annoyingly, it's a glob top. That was what I really hoped it wasn't. Oops. Does that look like a bit of corrosion on there? Is that some flux where someone's had a go at this already? By the looks of it. Because that doesn't look like factory stock solder. And yeah, this it's covered in residue. Wonderful. Well, let's get that all cleaned up. Flipping 8 glob tops. Oh, this is going to be fun. Or maybe not. Right, anyway, I shall come back to this in a bit. I really do need to free up more space than I have done on this boxy thing. Anyway, back to where we were. Once this heats up. That's the one. So let's get this cleaned up. That's looking a bit better. So I want to try and take this one off. And then try and put them back through. Of course, that is the most difficult part. Should I perhaps do the same with this one? Probably. Hang on, I just did that, didn't I? Stupid. hum. Let's just do it this way. One at a time. Right. There's one. Let's cut the next one. And are these two going to go through? Yes. Right. Let's get a bit of solder on those. Right. Let's see if that makes a damnedest of difference. Probably not. Right, we've got power, but nothing is doing anything. Ping that out, flick the power off, put this one back in. Does this one come back up with those weird funny lines? Nope, still makes a sound, but isn't doing anything. So it wasn't that. Okay. Well, that was a great idea, wasn't it? No. No, it wasn't. It was a pointless idea. I mean, there are countless capacitors on this board. I could try swapping them all over with the ones from... Oh, I've taken them off there. What about that one? Yeah, that one's got things on it. But also, this one has actual chips that I could swap round instead of these stupid glob tops, which, as I said, I hate. Glob tops. But right, I suppose let's swap this board out first. Right, that one's removed. So that's those off of there as well. Now, probably going to do the same here as what I did on that last one. Just suppose I should clean the holes out. So let's get that first one in there and get a bit of solder on the end of my iron. There we go, that's the first one in. Second one doesn't want to go in. Let's try and make a bit more space in the hole. Not sure if that looks any bigger, but let's try now. Goodness gracious me, this is ridiculous. Right. This is what's known as getting on my flipping wick. Right, we're in. Only bloody just. And I have now managed to get solder on the next one along. Great. Please don't you be just as awkward. I could do without it. Just want to get on with the next section because obviously this isn't going to work. I all know it isn't going to work, but I'm trying it anyway, if that makes sense. Right, one more to go. And that was possibly the easiest of the lot, because we're in. Right. Let's get those tidied up a bit. By tidied up, I mean just chuck that in the shell. Yeah, anyway. This is going to be in another exceedingly long video, isn't it? Oh well. It's better than the last few, which have just been boring. At least we've got something fun to tinker with. Oops, you've fallen out. Out on you and you. No, still power, but no booting. Brilliant. Let's try capacitors, shall we? Although it always helps when you remember you've got some normal ones to chuck in here. Yep, that makes a noise. Turn it off. I don't know where Tetris went. Like literally. Oh, it's in the back. So, yeah. Yeah, that's not doing anything. Okay. Out your hoik. So I want to try and remove this one. Right, that's really quite low. Let's see how this looks now. Yeah, still not great. That still looks nice. Do you know what? Let's try and take this off of here. Maybe that'll be easier, because this has now been sat for a few hours, or been off out, and oh, it's also been sat for a few hours and I've run the batteries out. Flip. I suppose I better charge them up and come back to this. Great. Let's see if we can't sling that one out of the way and get another one. There we go. Starting to think this was a bad idea. Because this one could probably do with being tinned. Oh dear. It's just this end one that I need to deal with. Now, there you go. You're in. So, where's the back case? I mean, it can't be that simple, but it would be nice. that was when the battery's falling out. Oh, doesn't have anything plugged in, does it? Oh yeah. Okay, interesting. I've got some lines on the screen, but it's not making any sound now. Let's try that other screen. If anything, that's now worse. Okay, I'll come back to it again later. We'll try the other one, where these are hopefully going to have plenty of vinegar soaked on. If I just leave that sitting there. Right, I'll come back later. First thing I'm going to try is removing this power board. That solder melts exceedingly easily, so someone's definitely had this off, or at least reflowed it before. Right, that's those 4 out of there. Let's find the solder sucker and clean those holes up. Move that to one side, get the next one. This one looks a bit corroded. By a bit corroded, I mean a lot corroded. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Where's the pot with the screws in? Just get some vinegar on that. In fact, I've cleaned up a little bit because now I need to take this out of here. I'm well chuffed about that. But now we need to obviously sort out the buttons. The LCD doesn't have any lines on it, which I'm pretty amazed about because they normally always do. I know that one up here that I've been using because it was easier. That definitely has lines on it. I swapped that out with a friend wanted a updated nice backlit IPS screen, so I popped that out and I just use that for testing with normally. But wow, I'm quite impressed with this, and I'm rather pleased that I didn't bother to change all the other capacitors straight away, because there'd have been an annoyance, but also they didn't need changing. Well, they probably do need changing, but for this instance of a repair video they don't. And it's not a repair, sorry, a trying to fix, an attempting to fix. Yeah, that's grubby. See, that screen's got finger wipe marks over it. Not sure if you can see. Yeah, you can see them there. So someone's definitely had this apart and wiped over it. But either way, we've sort of got it going. Just need to clean these up. I'm going to take a piece of paper, as usual. Wipe these buttons across it. Don't know where I got this tip from, but I saw it somewhere years ago, and I've sworn by it ever since, because it's usually quite handy. That's upside down. Yeah, that's back in there. I probably should give the little PCB a little clean as well, because that looks a bit gammy. But let's give those buttons a clean. And yeah, that's not the tidiest, but anyway, pop that back in there. Get this screwed back into place. Sorry for it being an excessively long video. Obviously I needed to find out what the problem was. I'm still not sure spending just under £100 on these two consoles and those unboxed games was a good idea, because there's quite a small profit margin in that. I mean, there is a profit margin now that this is fixed. DMGs are what, 55, I think, 60 quid, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've listed one. Gameboy Color, 45, 50. New Super Mario Bros Deluxe are 20 quid each. Those little games with Game & Watch and Defenders and that probably aren't much, 3 or 4 quid titles. So I suppose after postage and fees I might make a fiver on this, but I will also have made a video which is probably more entertaining. It's certainly kept me guessing. I mean, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, aren't I? I haven't even put this together and made sure that the start button works now. It might still not be working, which will be somewhat a pain in the backside. Still got that picture though. Right. B-type game. Okay. Buttons seem to be working quite nicely. Can we finish a game of Tetris on this? Wow, I actually managed to do a T-spin on normal old Tetris. I'm quite impressed. Come on, let's see if we can... Probably shouldn't have done that. Never mind. I need to get 6 more lines. 5 more. 4, 3. 1 more. There we go. There. Marvellous. So I just need to put this back together really, don't I? In a tidy fashion. Let's slip that power connector in there. Yep, that's okay now. Somehow I need to get these into a more acceptable location. That lives there, doesn't it? Let's do this properly. You live down here somewhere, don't you? Yep. Right. Now there should be 4 screws and 6 screws. Yep. So these are the 4 for this. Can't believe that sorted that. One simple capacitor. So if you ever happen to have a Game Boy that doesn't boot, but does power on, there's a strong chance it could just be a cap. And you don't have to faff about trying to... I mean, there could have been problems with this and this as well. We'll never know unless I swap them back. And after the aggro that they were to do, there's not a hope in hell that I am doing that. So... Right, let's bust out the other screwdriver. Wherever it's gone, there it is. Get my tri-wing back in action. I suppose we better check on the screws that have been sat in the vinegar for hours. And quickly test the game cartridges out. We know Tetris works, so that's all good. But obviously I want to check the state of Game & Watch gallery. Yep. Lovely. Arcade 4, Defender and Joust. Ooh. No, that doesn't need taking apart, because that fires up. Yep, jolly good. And then we've got Arcade Classics 2, Centipede and Millipede. And that one also looks like it's going to fire up nicely. Yep. We just take these two out of here, throw them in the Game Boy Color quickly, because obviously it won't. Oops. The DMG won't play the Game Boy Color games yet. Yeah, Mario works. And what about the other Mario? Yeah, that works as well, so cool. We actually have 2 working consoles, and all the games that came with it are working as well. There seems to be some rust and residue coming off these screws, so I'll put them back in later and find another one. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm quite pleased, actually. Both working. Happy days. Thanks very much. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.